Alright, this is a quick and dirty video to help somebody if they are planning to attempt on their own installation of a tow hitch on an Audi Q5 and some models of Porsche, or Porsche, however you say it. I don't know if someone owns a Porsche would attempt this by themselves, but Audi owners perhaps might. So this particular tow hitch, part number from cart, part number 13136, very specific for Audi Q5. For my particular year, my Audi is 2012 and it fits perfectly. Just make sure before you purchase, make sure that it matches the your model compatibility. So there is a video from these people on the YouTube already how to install it. That's not the purpose of this tutorial or this particular video. I am here to indicate some of the points that I came across, and hopefully that helps somebody. First of all, is it possible to do it by yourself? The answer is yes, I did it. But is it easy? The answer is no, not as easy as they show it in the video. So if you have a friend that can help you, that is advisable. If not, if you're doing it alone, these are the things you must keep in mind. Okay, so first thing first, let's start. Just like they show it in the video, there is a plastic cover and then the plastic panel that needs to come off. Pretty straightforward. There are two screws, T20 something, torque screws, and it comes off. Before you remove the entire plastic cover, there are sensors which are hooked up, and these sensors, what they don't show it in the video is this little tab. Only this little tab you need to push on. Okay, it's not the whole, there is not much clearance, so only fingernail thickness, hardly 3-4 millimeter of space is there. You have to push it, this little tab, and then you pull out the sensors. Altogether there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 sensors. Once they come out, there are 2 clips on the end, they show it in the video, that are holding on to that plastic cover, and then you slowly pry off all these tabs. However, the trick part here is on this end. Let me show you. The clips look something like this. Okay, this one simply slides in, but this little tab or a clip, plastic clip, you have to push down in order to pull it out. So make sure you push down, and then this has no wedge mechanism, it's simply there to align it, but this has a little wedge. Okay, so I think removing this plastic cover or panel is pretty easy. The challenge starts after you remove the plastic cover. Okay, so this is what perhaps it might be helpful for you. What they show in the video is the part actually comes with this little fishing wire. So this is absolutely must. Make sure when you buy it, this fishing wire is there. Otherwise you're not gonna be able to get this U-bolt or U-bracket in this little bracket. Okay, so my tip of advice, the biggest tip, if you're bored by my video already, my biggest tip before you shut down this video is, do not put this, I repeat, do not put this U-bracket first, unlike what they show it in the video. Okay, you want to put this at the end. The reason being, if you're doing it alone or even with the friends, once you put this bracket in, it is almost impossible for me, it was almost impossible for me to align this hitch simultaneously with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 bolts together. It's almost difficult, or I should say I struggled a lot. So This bracket you can install at the end, very end. Okay, so these are the sequence. This is the sequence. So let's do it first. And another tip is, so what you do is, of course, second thing is, unlike they show it in the video, you don't really need to strap the exhaust. All you need is a little wood to wedge the exhaust on both side, both hand. The second wood piece is over there. You wedge the exhaust with this little wood piece. That's more than enough. Once you remove those two bolts for the exhaust bracket, you're gonna need this support for this exhaust from hanging down. Okay, next, it was very difficult for me alone to align the bracket and wedge it in between these to align the hitch point and wedge it in between the bracket and the frame. Okay, so what I ended up doing is, I removed this rubber damper, whatever. Yeah, this rubber damper, if you spray a little WD-40, of course WD-40 is helpful to remove this plastic panel as well. Okay, so make sure you spray everywhere, so it makes the job easy. So once I spray WD-40, little bit lubricant, whatever the lubricant that you have, then this bracket, this rubber damper will slide off. You completely remove the rubber damper and this bracket on both sides. Sorry, you completely remove the rubber damper and this bracket on both sides. You also remove the rubber damper from this metal bracket as well. So completely disassemble it. It's very easy. I mean, you can just pry it out. Next, what you do is, now I used the jack because I'm alone. This hitch is no joke. It's heavy. Okay, it's heavy, and without car lift, if you're doing on the ground, it's difficult for me to lift this in order to align everything. So I used a car jack, and I jacked it up slowly and steadily. And what I did is, first thing first, I aligned these two bolts with its hole first, and then just hand threaded it so the hitch is at least supported there. Okay, first thing first. That's my first step. Second step, by the time you jack it up, then these two would come close. This little area would come close to its mounting point. So what you have to do is, now you have to slide in. Before that, yeah, once this is in its position, and in this area, the next step is put the rubber damper on the exhaust side. Next, put the bracket from outside and put it here, and thread one screw. Just hand tighten. As you can see, it's still not tightened, so just hand tight. Same thing over here. Put the damper on the exhaust first, then put this bracket from outer side. Remember, it's not gonna slide from this end. It's only gonna slide from the outer side. So slide the bracket and put one screw again for just an alignment. Next, if you can align, because the hitch is still loose, if you can align, put the second screw as well. But before you tighten everything, put the rubber bracket or damper on this bracket end. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. This little thing the rubber bracket would slide onto it. Again, if you put a grease or some sort of a lubricant, it makes it easy for you. But unlike what they showed in the video, I had to, because I'm doing it alone, I had to remove this rubber damper. Otherwise, I could not align hitch with all the mounting areas that is required. Okay, so where are we? So now these two bolts are in, the bracket is in, rubber damper is in. Now you start tightening just loosely up to a point where 2 holes would line up for this U bracket. This is the time you use your fishing wire, just like they show it in the video. This particular fishing wire actually threads on the thread, and you wanna put the U bracket from the top hole, and it would come out from the bottom hole. This U bracket has to go completely in order for the second end to come out. Once it comes out, as quickly as it comes out, you might wanna thread a little bit. Trust me, you do not want to lose this U bracket inside this cavity. Okay, so make sure you use the fishing wire, otherwise there is nothing that can open this. This is actually a frame, so please make sure you do not lose this U bracket inside there, which is why this fishing wire has to be there. It is absolutely must. Okay, so once this is out, again, this is both of them, all the bolts are right now loosely fit. Last but not the least, on the YouTube video they do not mention this cart installation. People do not mention the torque specs. So if you buy this used and somehow the instruction didn't come, well, of course YouTube is the Google is your friend, but the torque specs on the Audi, at least those 2 big bolts, this is the sequence. You tighten these first. They require 110 feet per pound, so you're gonna need a larger torque wrench which goes up to 110. It is almost equivalent to the wheel lug nuts. So 110 feet per pound. These 2 bolts goes to the exhaust bracket, needs to be at 27 feet per pound. And last but not the least, the U bracket bolts requires 45 feet per pound. Now what I notice is my U bracket is slightly longer, and this bolt is almost reaches to its end of the thread. So if that's the case for you, just like me, I think I'm gonna have to put some sort of a spacer here in order to torque this bolt down. So that's my next step. I'm looking to have a spacer here. I may have to get a spacer at least a half an inch or 3/8 of a thickness. Some sort of a spacer I might need. Maybe I make it out of a wood, or let's see how we're gonna solve this problem. But I'm guessing right now, before even torquing it down, I'm guessing because I can see already that this is almost reaching to its end of the thread, so it's not gonna torque down without spacer. So I'm gonna need a spacer. But that's it. Those are my tips, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're doing it alone, is it possible? The answer is yes, it is possible. Please do not put this U bracket first. This has to go at the end. This otherwise it's very, very difficult to align everything by yourself. And yes, it makes it very easy to remove. Once you remove this rubber damper, the life would become very, very easy. If you can do it without removing the rubber damper, let me know. It's not a big deal. I mean, if you have a helper, perhaps you can do it without removing that rubber damper and aligning those 2 at the same time. But it was not easy for me. It would slide in, but it would not align with those 2 bolts, which is why I had to remove this rubber damper and the bracket and go step by step accordingly. Alright, hope that helps somebody. And how does the product work? I don't know, but it looks solid. It's very well built. It's heavy, and I think it would fulfill the purpose. Okay. Alright, thank you.